Need a kitchen robot that can really help you on a daily basis and replace several devices alone. Between meal preparation, the lack of time, and the desire to cook at home without complicating life, multifunctional kitchen robots have become essential allies in many kitchens. They allow chopping, mixing, kneading, or even blending with precision, while saving precious time and ensuring regular results. But given the number of models available, it is not always easy to make the right choice. It is to help you see clearly that we have selected the top 3 of the best multifunctional kitchen robots. In the third, I tested the Hamilton Beach 10-cup food processor because I wanted to see if an affordable mid-size processor could really handle everyday prep tasks without feeling underpowered or frustrating to use. And from the first recipe, it proved to be very efficient since the 450-watt motor handled chopping onions, shredding cheese, slicing vegetables, and making purees quickly and evenly, which saved a lot of time during meal prep. And the bowl scraper feature turned out to be genuinely useful because it automatically pushes food back toward the blades, which means I did not need to stop and scrape the sides with a spatula over and over. And the large feed chute made it easier to add ingredients without pre-cutting everything into tiny pieces. And I also appreciated how simple the controls are, because the pulse and speed options are intuitive and make it easy to control texture, especially for soups, sauces, and dips. And cleaning was straightforward since the bowl and blades come apart easily and are simple to rinse or place in the dishwasher. Now, when it comes to drawbacks, the first limitation I noticed is that while the motor is powerful enough for most tasks, it struggles a bit with very dense ingredients, like thick doughs or large batches of hard vegetables, which means it is not designed for heavy-duty use. And the plastic components, while lightweight, do not feel extremely premium, which raises some concerns about long-term durability, especially since some users reported issues after extended use. And the processor can also be a bit loud when running at higher speeds, which may be noticeable in smaller kitchens. And the slicing and shredding discs offer solid results, but not the level of precision you would find in higher-end professional models. My conclusion, after testing this Hamilton Beach food processor, is that it delivers strong performance for everyday chopping, slicing, shredding, and pureeing, with a very practical bowl scraper design and easy cleanup, which makes it an excellent value option for home cooks. And despite its limits with heavy doughs and its more basic build quality, it clearly earns its place in third position for anyone looking for a reliable, affordable food processor without overpaying for features they may not need. Secondly, I tested the Ninja Professional Plus food processor because I wanted to see if a more powerful mid-range processor could handle tougher tasks like dough and dense ingredients without losing precision. And from the very first use, the 1000-peak watt motor made a clear difference since it chopped vegetables, evenly sliced ingredients cleanly, and turned hard foods into smooth purees with almost no effort. And the Auto IQ presets were surprisingly helpful because they removed the guesswork by automatically adjusting speed and timing, which gave me consistent results whether I was chopping onions, blending hummus, or mixing dough. And the 9-cup bowl felt like a good balance between capacity and countertop footprint, which made it suitable for family meals without being too bulky. And the included precision blades handled slicing and shredding very efficiently, while the dedicated dough blade made kneading pizza and bread dough much easier than with lower-powered models. And cleanup was quick, because all removable parts are dishwasher safe and easy to take apart. Now, when it comes to drawbacks, the first thing I noticed is that the unit is fairly loud when running at full power, which can be noticeable in small kitchens. And while the performance is strong, some of the plastic components do not feel as premium as higher-end processors, which raises some concerns about long-term durability, especially since a few users reported issues with the shredding disc over time. And the processor is also a bit tall, which can make storage difficult in cabinets with limited height. And although the Auto IQ programs are convenient, they reduce manual control slightly if you prefer adjusting speed yourself. My conclusion after testing this Ninja food processor is that it delivers excellent power speed and versatility, with reliable results across chopping, slicing, pureeing, and dough making, which makes it a strong upgrade from entry-level models. And despite the noise level and mixed durability feedback, it clearly earns its place in second position for home cooks who want professional performance without moving into much higher price ranges. And to finish, first of all, I tested the Aeron 7-in-1 professional food processor because I wanted to see if a large capacity high-power model could truly replace smaller processors for serious meal prep and batch cooking. And from the first use, the 14-cup XL bowl immediately made a difference since I could chop, slice, and shred large quantities of vegetables in one go without stopping, which saved a huge amount of time when preparing soups, casseroles, or family meals. And the 1,000-watt motor felt strong and stable even with dense ingredients, because it powered through potatoes, cheese, and meat without stalling while keeping a very consistent texture, instead of turning everything into mush. And I really appreciated the large feed chute, because it allowed me to insert whole or large pieces of vegetables without cutting them down first, which made prep faster and more enjoyable. And the 7-speed settings combined with the pulse mode gave me good control over texture, whether I wanted coarse chopping or finer results. And during my tests, the machine stayed firmly in place without vibrating or moving on the counter, which gave a reassuring sense of build quality. And cleaning was easier than expected for such a big processor, since the parts came apart smoothly and rinsed clean without effort. Now, when it comes to drawbacks, the first thing I noticed is that the unit is very tall and bulky, which makes it difficult to store in standard kitchen cabinets, and clearly better suited to kitchens with space. And while the motor is powerful, it also makes the processor louder than smaller models, especially at higher speeds. And the number of accessories, while useful, can feel a bit overwhelming at first and require some storage organization. And although the overall construction feels solid, the plastic bowl and lid do not feel premium enough to fully match the professional positioning, which raises some questions about very long-term durability. My conclusion after testing this Aeron food processor is that it delivers excellent power capacity and efficiency for heavy meal prep, with fast, consistent results and real-time savings, which makes it ideal for families and people who cook in large batches. And despite its size, noise level, and storage demands, it clearly stands out as the most capable and productive option in this top. So for me, it fully deserves the first place. To wrap up this top 3 food processors, the right choice really depends on how much you cook and how much prep work you want to remove from your routine. After testing all 3 models in real kitchen conditions, the difference comes down to capacity, power, and ease of use, because some are perfect for everyday meals, while others are clearly designed for bigger batches and family cooking. Each one brings solid performance to the table, but choosing the right size and power level will make your time in the kitchen faster and more enjoyable. If you are interested in the product, the link is in the description. But above all, subscribe to not miss the next videos. See you soon.